Hello friends of this channel. Today I have two models to show you. We're going to be discussing a model that is already finished, and the next model that we're going to be talking about is a model that is not finished, and which you're going to be able to appreciate a little bit the the different things I did to the model to make them, I guess you can say, true scale, fix the scale a little bit. And the first model that I'm going to be speaking today is, of course, one of these models over here, which some people have wrote to me, and they say that they want more videos about this Mark III Space Marines, which right now, this specific box that I have right now with me, which is the old Space Marine, I guess you can call them. I call them the classic Space Marines, Mark III Space Marines, are very hard to find. Almost non-existent. This is going to become, I guess, at this point, a collector's item with the time. So I have this box still, some of the boxes that I was able to just grab from different places, and I'm keeping them because I really like these models. Well, let me show you the model that I built from this box, and this is the model that I built from the Mark III Space Marine box. This model is completely built from this box, and with a few exceptions that I'm going to be speaking to you and showing you right now what changes I made to this model. And let me just start by saying that the poses on these models over here pretty much the same. So sometimes I like to play around and just make changes to the pose. And one of the poses that is just hard to come by and you don't see too much is this relaxed pose. And in this case, I have pictured this model over here, this Space Marine that you see over here, as just somebody that just finished, I guess you can say, fighting in a battle, and right now he's just resting his chainsaw in his back, holding the helmet, his helmet, in his hand. Just probably the helmet is just hanging by the waist, and I wanted to make this this model because, as I mentioned before, you cannot find this type of models with a more relaxed pose, and also try to give this model a very grim and dark look. This is the way he looks from behind. Of course, you guys know that I like to put pouches and grenades and equipment and side weapons on my models. And you can see right here, he's just resting his chainsword in his power plant that you see. And now I'm gonna be explaining to you guys the parts that I have used. As I mentioned before, almost 90% of this model is from the kit, the Mark III, the old Mark III Space Marine kit. This head over here is actually made of green stuff, just because I don't like to, I guess you can say, waste or spend an extra helmet. These helmets are very hard to come by right now. You just can't find them anymore. So I, in this case, when I put this kind of helmets in the base as to make it more scenic, or in this case, like holding the helmet, I just make my own helmets. And the legs, the torso, come from the old kit. This shoulder pads are from the new Mark III Space Marine kit. This arm over here, I have used this arm over here from the tactical squad, the Firstborn Tactical Squad. And it's perfect because if you place it this way, it looks like he's just resting his arm. The side weapon that you see over here comes from the classic Mark III Space Marine kit. and some pouches that come from different kits, and this is the way it looks. And I really like, really like for this green and dark models, the ball head. This heads without helmets. I know a lot of people like to have the Space Marine with helmets, but this ball head especially, they really are perfect for the green style building, which I really like a lot. I really like to push my models more towards this and the style of dark, grim and dark, but not just by painting, but also by building the model. I think I want to give the models that I build a grimy, dark, kind of like rugged look, and the ball heads really help a lot. So this is the model, guys. I have increased the model, maybe I will say probably 2 millimeters in the waist, and over here using plastic card tubes and a little bit of green stuff. And I have placed a knife over here. I just I think it looks good sometimes when you put the blade, or sometimes these long knives or swords, short swords, in the front of the model. And of course some grenades, and also this small shield over here that I forgot this, where this little bit over here comes from. And he's holding his helmet, and of course, as you guys know, the base is full of skulls, and looks like a very old battlefield that he's walking. And he's probably just like relaxing and appreciating the surroundings after a battle. I picture that chainsaw just to be covered with blood, and it would be a very nice model to paint it, especially if you paint it in a dark, grim and dark style. Doing this hand was kind of like not very easy, because I have to like get this hand from another kit, and of course make it look like he's holding or resting his hand in the helmet, and that was a little bit tricky, and it was achieved with some green stuff, and playing a little bit with the arm and cutting a little bit under the arm over here, so it can look realistic and to my liking. The backpack that you guys see over here comes from the new kit, the new Mark III plastic Space Marines. I don't have too much or nothing to say against this this backpack over here from the new kit. I still prefer the old one from the classic, the old kit, but this one is okay. It's fine, you know. And so this is the model, guys. Hopefully you like it. And I'll be placing this model on eBay if anybody wants to paint this model. I'm gonna just give you right now a comparison to make you see the size of the model. And I'm gonna be comparing this guy right now with a model which is built in the, I guess you could say, traditional way. So this is the way that the model looks. If you compare the model with a model built just following the instructions the way they come in the box, you can see right away that this model is more imposing, bigger, and in my opinion, it looks better than just building the model, and like in this case over here, just following the rules of the box. This is the way the model fares with a Primaris. Everybody wants to know how the model fares with the Primaris model, and this is the way he fares with the Primaris. I think the size is okay, it's fine. As I mentioned before, one of the ideas is to make this model more imposing, and of course just perfect for maybe a special character in your unit, or put it as a display model. And of course, this is the new Mark III Space Marine that you see over here. This is the Mark III Space Marine, just has a beaky helmet over here, and you can see that the match are spot on. So very happy with the results, guys. And as you guys know, I really like this Mark III Space Marine, and I think are the more beautiful really armor when it comes to different types of armor that the Space Marines have. Really like these models a lot. The second model that I want to show you today is this model, which is not finished in the sense that it hasn't been primed, and I haven't undershot this model, and I have done that just with intention so you can see how they look before I apply primer into these models, and undershadow the models like I usually do. If you check my videos, you're gonna see that that's the way I doing my models. And this is the way the model looks, and as you guys can observe, I have increased the size of the model too by using some plastic card. And I don't know if you can see the plastic card that shows over here in the belt. That's the white thing over there is plastic card. And I also raised the head of the Space Marine using some green stuff that you guys can see over here right away, because it's not painted or prime. You can see the green stuff that is going to be it's going to become black once I apply the primer. This model is also built with different parts from the Tactical Squad, the Firstborn Tactical Squad, also the Mark IV Space Marines, plastic kit that comes from GW, and the head, of course, is a Mark IV Space Marine, and created some pouches of my own over here. This is the way I make pouches sometimes, and I kind of like these pouches because sometimes they're thinner and easy to place than the regular pouches that you see in the kits. I really like sometimes doing my own pouches for that reason. See how thin they are, but they do the effect of putting something in the waist of these guys. And of course, I have placed over here one of the swords that come from the Mark IV Space Marines. And one small trick that I want to share with you guys is that when I sometimes place these swords or chain swords, sometimes I cut the handle, because the handle is going to go under the arm, and usually you don't see the handle. Something that is an obstacle sometimes to putting models is that you want to place the model, the beats. You want to place the beats in the model completely, but sometimes you don't need, like in the case of this sword, for example, you can cut the handle over here of the sword or knife, and it just, people will not be able to see the handle, and that gives you more flexibility in how to accommodate or put different types of beats around the model. So don't try to always work with the GW beats, like in the case of this pouch I did over here. One's painted and one's dry brush or prime. You just will not be able to see the difference, and they do the effect of giving the model some equipment without using official bits. And in the case of this knife or sword that you have over here, sometimes you can cut parts of the beats so you can fit the beats in the model and give them a more realistic look. And this model is going to be prime, of course, and it's going to be under shadow. But I wanted to show you this model before. I don't think I have ever done this before, and show you a model that hasn't been prime or under shadow or painted. And of course, that is the base too. And you guys know that I like my bases very grimy and dark. And now I'm gonna compare this guy with a normal guy, so you guys can see how it looks. And you're gonna see that the changes that I have made a difference in the size. can see right here that it does look more imposing and taller. I would say maybe 2 or 3 millimeters taller than this guy over here that has been built just following the rules, just following the instructions in the box. So this is I guess you can say one of the models from the Space Marine Heroes series. And then let me just show you how he fares when it comes to the size. And you can see right away that the proportions are much better than if you build the model just like in this case over here, just the way it comes in the Tactical Squad Space Marine. And now I'm gonna compare this guy with the Primaris, and this is the way he fares with the Primaris. Okay guys, so these are the two models that I presented to you right now. I'll be putting this guy on eBay if anybody wants to paint this model here. And as I mentioned before, Mark III is my favorite armor, and I love getting new poses for these guys. I really like these models a lot. Subscribe to the channel. If you can share this video, would be nice. There's a lot of people looking for information on how to create new looking models, and it will help a lot to the algorithm too of the video. So that is the only way, as a matter of fact, that the video can reach more people. Just share the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and also like the video. It just takes 1 second from you guys to do that, and it really helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and I really appreciate spending that time and presenting this new model to you guys. Bye-bye.